The Bear and the Two Travelers. Two men were traveling together. When a bear suddenly met them on the path. One of them climbed up quickly into a tree and concealed himself in the branches. The other, seeing that he might be attacked, fell flat on the ground and when the bear came up, and felt him with his snout and smelt him all over, he held his breath and pretended like he was dead as much as he could. The bear soon left, for it is said that he will not touch a dead body. When he was quite gone, the other traveller descended from the tree and jocularly inquired of his friend what it was that the bear had whispered in his ear. "He gave me this advice," his companion replied. "Never travel with a friend who deserts you at the approach of danger." Misfortune tests the sincerity of friends. The Goose that laid golden eggs. There once was a man who had a goose that always laid golden eggs. One for every day in the year. Now, he thought there must be gold inside of her. So he wrung her neck and laid her open. He found that she was exactly like all other geese. He thought to find riches, and lost the little that he had. This fable teaches that one should be content with what one has and not be greedy. The Shepherd Boy and the Wolf. A shepherd boy used to look after a flock of sheep near a village. He used to take his sheep for grazing daily in the morning and come back in the evening. He was feeling bored with his daily life. He thought of an idea of cracking a joke with the villagers to amuse himself a little. He brought out the villagers 3 or 4 times by crying out, "Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers heard his voice and ran to the green pastures where the shepherd boy was grazing the sheep. They found the boy sitting on the sheep and playing with his pipe. He was laughing at them for their pains. One evening, as the sun was setting, a wolf really came into the pasture and jumped upon the sheep. The wolf had truly come at last. The shepherd boy, now really alarmed, shouted in agony of terror, "Pray, do come and help me! The wolf is killing the sheep!" But no one paid any heed to his cries, nor provided any assistance. The wolf, having no cause of fear, at his leisure destroyed the whole flock. The moral of the story is, there is no believing a liar, even when he speaks the truth. In an animal get-together, the proudly hare was boasting of his speed before the other animals. "I can beat anyone in a race," said he. "I have beaten several animals in races." To his misfortune, he said, "I challenge anyone here to a race against me." All animals were quiet, and some were convinced by the words of the hare. The crow said, "He is right. I have witnessed his victory many times." No one had the courage to accept his challenge. The hare was very happy and filled with joyful pride. The tortoise was sitting on the corner and was watching the proudly hare challenging the whole jungle while everyone was feeling insulted. The tortoise said quietly, "I accept your challenge." All the animals looked into the corner where the tortoise was sitting. Everyone was surprised, and some laughed as if a joke had been cracked among them. "That is a good joke," said the hare. "I could dance around you all the way." "Keep your boasting till you've been beaten," answered the tortoise. "Shall we race?" The fox was chosen as the judge for the race by the animals sitting in the meeting. The fox fixed a date and time of the race, and all the animals were invited to attend this historic race, which seemed one-sided. Everyone was sure of the hare's victory, but were praying of success for the tortoise. On the night before the racing day, the hare was seen busy inviting several animals to watch the historic race. He was so busy in boasting himself that he could not even sleep. On the racing day, every animal reached the spot well in time. So, a course was fixed and a start was made. The hare started dancing around the tortoise. He insulted the tortoise a lot. He ran a little. The tortoise reached him while he ran a little more. After making a lot of fun of the tortoise, he ran almost out of sight at once. All the animals were thinking, why had the tortoise chosen to make himself a laughing matter? They saw the hare soon stopped, and to show his contempt for the tortoise, laid down to have a nap. The tortoise plodded on, and when the hare awoke from his nap, he saw the tortoise just near the winning post. The hare was shocked. He tried to run, but could not run up in time to save the race. There was a lot of noise, and all the animals were happy for the proudly hare losing the historic race. The moral of the story is, slow and steady wins the race. The Cat and Venus. Once there lived a cat who used to hunt for mice in a village. The cat used to play from door to door for searching its prey. One day, the cat saw a handsome young man in a house. The cat fell in love with the handsome young man. The cat wanted to marry the handsome young man and entreated Venus to change her into a form of a woman. Venus consented to her request. And transformed her into a beautiful girl. So that the youth saw her and loved her, and took her home as his bride. The cat was very happy and thanked Venus for helping her. While the couple were living happily, a few days later, the Venus wished to know if the cat in her change of shape had also altered her habits of life. The Venus let down a mouse in her home. The cat saw the mouse and, forgetting her present condition, started up from the couch and pursued the mouse, wishing to eat it. The young man was surprised of such an act of his wife, while Venus was much disappointed and again caused her to return to her former shape. The moral of the story is, nature exceeds nurture.
Click on the bell icon to get regular updates from Venus.
For more entertainment, log on and subscribe to www.youtube.com/VenusKidsWorld.